Hello my friends and welcome back to episode 39. I've just been thinking and I'm not confident that I can actually get this now. Because of the heroes. Not because the strategy doesn't work on like normal difficulty, but because I have all these prudent and these fearsome reputation guys are actually really painful because they're like 6 suppressing my tank constantly, which means that any like overruns and pickoffs after artillery are just not going to happen. And that basically, for me to pull it off with my settings, I need to just crush down here and crush across and crush up, which is something I should have been doing from the very start. If I was going to do that, then it should have been something I did from the beginning. But I'm going to go for it anyway. I mean, there's no way to lose the mission. The enemy air force has been massively thinned out, so maybe there is a realm where there's not much, and I can just push up. It's not like they can get my mouse, so. It's going to involve some very severe and aggressive killing. But all these super prudent enemies have got to be made to surrender. That's the only way to get rid of them. These two are starting to entrench, so I have to get rid of them the more traditional way. By blowing them to bits. They didn't move. Okay, that's weird. I think that they would surrender. Or run. Or both. Ignore zone of control, evasive. I should just be able to cut down here, killing everything in my way. Okay, so you have to remember this is magnetized, so these 3 tiles are all protected. The only real issue is that I have this here, and I'm going to bring this artillery down to support them in a second. I'm just figuring out whether I want to go here or here. I suppose I can go here first and then make the choice. This anti-aircraft gun is in anti-tank mode right now, so... Obviously, in an ideal world, I would want to just kill it and move on, but... How much movement have I got left? 6, 8. That's a forest tile, isn't it? Damn it, this garbage infantry can't get there because it's too bloody slow. And these guys don't have their transport. As far back as I can move. I suppose the safest thing to do is to put this here. We're still protected by the anti-aircraft umbrella. Just about. These two are protected by this. This tile, and this tile are protected by this and its magnetism. So the only real weak point is this tile here, but I don't see any enemies to take advantage of it, so... That's fine. And then we can put this here. I guess I can put this down here to provide extra umbrella as well. This is still defended. This is kind of weak in that it's defended by this, and this does not have soft support. So a soft unit could run in here and get this. I need to actually swap these around. But other than that, that should be fine. I'm not taking this because it will set the horde off on me. Shoot that plane down, didn't I? Now I'm doubting myself as to whether I actually shot that plane down that attacked the mouse. Oof. Even though that was an ambush. It had so many models that it didn't matter. Yeah, they can't do anything. They're just gathered around the mouse like it's some kind of weird worship. Okay, that one does not have Prudent. I'm starting to worry that they all had Prudent. I don't know where my guy is that had shock tactics. Oh, damn, the old Surrender-matic can't quite finish the job. He doesn't have anything special though, so some artillery fire would actually get it done. Alright, this needs to be here. Because I have to guard this, but guarding it with infantry is fine. In theory, I should have an artillery piece there. It does look like most of the enemy forces have gone up, though, to actually win the objectives, so, they've all gathered around the mouse. There's actually nothing here. This may be doable after all. Maybe not on this turn, though. Okay. I've committed myself now. Do I go for it? Could be a pretty big overextension. Just wondering whether I should bring this here. I can get the infantry in on this side to support it. It's hugely risky though, because I just don't know what's out there. And it will be some time before my heavy units can get in position to assist. Obviously, the more defensive maneuver would be to just go here and just wait a turn. But I don't have many turns to wait. Let's do it. Infantry is the big threat. Oh, has he got no zone of control? Oh. Well, that's a problem. Fine, so be it. Yeah, none of these can actually do anything. The one with no zone of control can get in. These two are actually very badly damaged. In theory, I should have an artillery piece here. But, that's fine for now. I don't think there are enemies here, so... And there shouldn't be any down here. If they were mobile, they would have already either gone off to attack the objectives, or they'd be gathered around this mouse like they're worshipping it for some reason. I don't have much time until the top left crumbles and the AI turns around and comes for me. I could be repairing these to keep them alive a bit longer, but whatever. It looks like most of the AI's good aircraft are dead. Oopsie! Oh no, you've tripped my trap card, Yugi. Fine. I knew I'd take some damage from being in that forest tile from some infantry. Oh, don't tell me they ignore friggin' support. Magnetized. Ooh! What the hell was that? I mean, I'll get it back because of Old Guard, but that was very strange. He did like 6 damage. Well, now I'm interested to know what the hell it was that killed my mouse. And my tiger can't move. For some reason. Even though it didn't take any damage. It still got shock tactics by something. Okay. Oh, that's his full movement allowance. But it does allow my Panther to escape. As needed. Goodbye. Okay, I'll just pull this back for repairs. Rapid fire, tank killer. Crippling blow, +5 attack against full strength units. This is what happened. It got +10 hard with rapid fire 1.5x. And then it surrendered because it had nowhere to go. So that's that gave it 35 hard attack, which is just enough to do some damage. Still doesn't really explain how he did so much damage, but the unit was heavily suppressed by the unit was heavily suppressed because of the fearsome reputation units that were surrounding it. So honestly, I didn't even need to have the mouse there at all. Unfortunately, I can't move my tank. Okay, neither of these have got zone of control, so they can't pass through. This then blocks here. The rest of that does not look terribly scary. This might actually just come in and... wow, maybe not. I was going to say it might come in and do some damage, but... it's Shermans, they're not very strong. This is not protected from aircraft. That's my only real problem. I'm actually on the edge of the map here, so and since the mouse is gone, I no longer need to hold these units here. guess I'll just leave him there for the sake of holding that position. Yeah, with a mouse that could make enemies surrender with shock support, I could have gotten rid of those fearsome reputation units, and that would have stopped the mouse from being so badly suppressed. Because the only reason why it surrendered was because it took 6 damage, and it had 6 suppression, and those together were enough. But still, I think this is doable. Doable given that my original strategy didn't work because of enemy heroes. I mean, in theory, all I have to do is kill this and just march my scout car in. These guys are fools. Do you think that the uber heavy infantry will not happily waltz through forest, killing every vehicle that dares? I'll actually run out of ammo before I run out of victims. Absolute massacre. We have plenty of turns, so for safety, let's weaken the support before we go in. Alright, anti-air goes up. You know, the mouse is the only actual thing I lost so far. To be fair, this is pretty clean, even though I'm not like, you know, playing it as neat and tidy as I would have liked to. Okay, these artillery defend each other. This will defend this bottom bit. I then just put this here to make the wall. There's no point in going after that. I mean, it's just a recon car. If I put this anti-air here, it looks like an easy victim, but it's not because of the magnetism. There we go. This can just stay here. I'm getting supplied from the edge of the map now, so that's totally fine. I'll go ahead and repair that 1 damage. I'm going to keep my unit ready to go. You know what? That's totally worth it. Forces him to repair. You know, this would have been a lot easier without the mouse there, in a way. Because all these units would have raced off to do other things. To push north. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It can be done, even if the heroes prevented my strategy from working. It's still achievable. Alright, we are very, very short on turns here, so I had better just execute these guys. Is this the prudent one? Yes. Okay. I'll hit that one just to suppress it, but that's all I'm going to do. So basically, all I do is I hit these with the artillery, and it gets rid of their entrenchment. I can then force them to surrender. Or I could just kill them. I'm not sure what the base entrenchment is for Forest. I think it's 3. I'm pretty sure it's 3, so this last attack will be fatal. I don't have to do it on this turn, though. To be fair. Oh, what the hell. Mine General! Word is coming from the lead unit that managed to fight their way back to our abandoned HQ. Captured a handful of enemy soldiers, but there were none of our people left to save. Everyone was already dead. Interrogation of the soldiers revealed the location of Frulin Brent. Found in the woods, naked and bound to a broken bed frame. Bruising on her thighs and neck appears she was abused before being strangled. Further questioning of the soldiers confirmed this. None of our captors survived their interrogations. Everything we fought for these past few months to protect our people and our fatherland from invasion, we have failed. I have failed Ida. I could not protect her from the revenge our enemies are intent to pursue against us for having started this war. But our own fight for survival is not over yet. We should leave this place. There is nothing left for us here. As desperate as our situation is, I'm making an attempt to bring these fallen back with us. We could not save them, but they deserve proper burial in the soil of their homeland, beside the graves of their honoured ancestors. I deserve better than this end. They all did. The funny part about this, apart from it being controversial and bringing oh, has he got no surrender? No, he's entrenched. Huh. Okay. If I steamroll him, he ain't coming back. But then I will not be able to get back to my defensive position. Alright, that's that section just completely defended now. Okay, so I've won and I've done it. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think the Germans even would agree that they started the war. There's some, like... Often with warmongers, they do not believe that they started the war. They believe that they were forced into it when other countries did things that they disagreed with or whatever that forced them into it. So, yeah, that a German officer of the time would be admitting that Germany started the war doesn't make any sense. obviously they'll know that they... well, this is another thing. The war had actually been going on for quite some time before Germany invaded Poland. There was conflict obviously going on, not just Spanish Civil War, but there was conflict going on in Africa long before that involved, in some degree, it involved various Axis powers. So this was all going on, and then of course it just goes back to the Great War, World War I. So, the whole thing had been going on and smouldering for a long time, with, you know, open conflict going on, just not in Europe. But it was going on. Anyway, whatever. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, but that is it. We're done. We've won. It's turn 12. We got the objective. We didn't get anything for it, as I knew we wouldn't. If it wasn't for the heroes, this would have been much easier, but I still did it. And the only unit I lost was the mouse. Ignoring all of the garbage that... ignoring all the garbage that got killed. The mouse obviously got killed because of that. Because of the stacking hero effect. Had I just not put the mouse here and just gone down, across and up, I almost certainly could have done this without any losses. And that wasn't even my strategy from the beginning. My strategy from the beginning was to snipe the tile with the mouse, but it didn't work out because of... we had enemies... I couldn't wear them out because they had enemies with Prudent, which were just indestructible. How it normally works is you have your mouse here like I had it, and your artillery can just start destroying everything that encircles it. Between your mouse and your artillery, you can just start destroying all the enemies. And when you've killed enough of them, and you've got space to maneuver, and the aircraft are dead and so on, so like around about turn 6, turn 7, you move your mouse to this tile and you start going after the conscripts. And you can, if you need to, you can move your forces down and across and up much more easily because you've been killing stuff non-stop. So you've cleaned out a lot of space. But anyway, whatever. It doesn't matter. I wasn't 100% sure it was going to work without Vigilant anyway. To be fair. I think double attack and Vigilant might be a better idea because you can just... with Vigilant you can just move into the forest tile instead. And with double attack, you can just pound away at their entrenchment until it goes. So, anyway, that is it for this mission. Mission complete. I just have to press the end turn button and I win. So the next mission is splits into two. There's the historical route and the surrender route. They're both historical routes, but just for the sake of keeping this historical, I'm going to go do the Berlin route, so I will reload my save game for that. But yeah, you know, once again, my main beef with this mission is simply that there's no incentive to play it at all. You're not forced to play it. You can just skip it if you want. I mean, call me old-fashioned, but I think a game should be threatening me with the game over screen. All the time. Every time I play, I feel like the game should be threatening me with a game over. And that's just not true for this mission. You can just pack up your toys, hit the end turn button for 12 turns, and move on. And that's just not a great feeling for me. But I suppose it's worth doing if you want to capture lots of completely useless Shermans. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.